ever since I started liking Cars, it has been a popular hit and released about the same year I was born in 2006. By the time I saw Cars 2, somewhere on in school when I was in the 5th grade, it became a great hit when I started watching it. But surprisingly, when I turned 10 years old, I remember a commercial about Cars 2 in a Target commercial. But surprisingly, if I remember the Toy Story 3 one, Jennifer Rose has created another one of her old tricks. And this is one of her stories that I'm going to present right now. It was a lovely weekend, and I was minding my own business, playing some Xbox video games. As I was just about to play some either between any Disney's or any random video games, my iPhone buzzed, and it was a notification from the Pixar team themselves. The message said, "Hello, name withheld. We know you saw our Toy Story 3 deleted Target short from Jennifer Rose, and now she has made another one about the characters from Cars. And if you're not busy, you can watch it, but don't screenshot this to anybody you know. Kind regards, Pixar." "Another?" I said. "Well, let's investigate it," I said. I downloaded the file straight into my computer, and it was called Cars 2 Target.mov commercial. "Well, let's check it out," I said in a nervous tone. I hit play, and then the commercial began. It showed a shot of the outside of Target at night. It was similar like the outside of parking lots between the McDonald's restaurant and the 2006 DVD I found. Just then, Lightning, Mater, Fig McMissile, and Holly Schiffwell drove into the shot. "Alright, now we're all here for our mission. So World Grand Prix cars have been missing," Finn told the 3 cars. "And who are they, Finn?" Mater asked. "They are Jeff Covette, Lewis Hamilton, and Francesco Bonelli," he said. "Well, we better go find them," Lightning said. "Well, but be careful for any booby traps," Finn told the other cars. "Alright, let's go partner up," Holly told. "Alright," Lightning said. "I'll go with Finn, and I'll go with Hallie," Mater and Lightning said. The 2 cars paired up and drove around the outside of the place. They looked for the 3 missing cars, but there were no sign of seeing any car in place. As they came back to the front between the doors, the 4 cars heard a faint laugh echoing. "Well, did you guys hear that?" Mater asked. "No. What was it?" What Lightning asked. Finn activated his gun to shoot if anybody was there, but there was nobody in plain sight. "Who was making that laugh?" Finn asked. "I don't know," Lightning told Finn. "Well, whoever's out there, show yourself now," Holly told. Just then, as the mysterious figure drove up towards him, it was another race car. Except it had the Target logo hood on top of it, and the number was 2029. And the car was red, but mostly a bit black. And the car began to speak, and except she had the voice of Annie Potts, who voiced Bo Peep from the Toy Story films. "Hey, you losers," she said. "So you must be the thief who took some of the World Grand Prix cars, huh?" Finn asked. "Yes, indeedy I am, McMissile," she told. Well, where are Jeff, Lewis, and Francesco?" Lightning asked. "Oh, something happened to them, all right," she said. "What did you do to them?" Holly asked. "Well, I may have blowed him up with all in all. The 4 cars gasped in shock. "You're gonna pay for what you did," Mater said. "Oh, don't worry about it, tow truck. I'll show you who's boss like I did to Govette, Hamilton, and Benoli." The 4 cars prepared for self-defense to attack her. The 4 cars drove up as the female race car drove up in front of them as well. Finn shoot his guns at her, but she drove every bit of her attack off, and she pulled up, and she had a brilliant shot. She shoot a pipe bomb out of her license blinkers and hit on top of Finn's hood. As Finn gasped, he soon blew up into pieces, just like in the beginning of the film, where the ships had blown him up when he was trying to escape in the water. The 3 cars gasped, but they didn't want to give up. Mater did some karate chop moves to get her, and as he swung around with her hoop, and Holly got her taser out, and she electrocuted her. And just when she was about to make the contact with her, the race car had ripped her engine hard and chucked fire out of it and burning to melt Holly. Holly began screaming as she was being melted. She continued screaming, and soon she melted to death. As her tires were popped off. "Holly, no!" Mater said, worried for his girlfriend. "Buddy, get out of here while you can. I'll take care of her," Mater said. Lightning agreed, and he drove away from the Target store to get away from her. Mater did some karate chop moves, and he performed kung fu skills like Po from Kung Fu Panda. And just then, the female race car had grabbed Mater's cable and swung him around like you're trying to swing a baseball. And then she pushed Mater as far as she could, and Mater made contact with the store. And just then, the store collapsed on half of the store collapsed on him as he soon was mushed to death. Then it cut onto the scene with Lightning. Lightning had drove off to get away from the Target race car, and as she was catching up to Lightning, as she could see the back of his license plate, Lightning had a brilliant idea. He pitched a shortcut to make sure she doesn't find him. Lightning was hiding behind some bushes as he found a great hiding spot. "Oh, McQueen, where are you?" she said. "Are you really a queen because your name is Lightning McQueen?" Lightning felt offended after hearing that assault about him. Just then, the car had an idea. She activated a flamethrower and burned the bushes, and she found Lightning. "Peekaboo, I found you, loser." Lightning had gasped, and he drove off as fast as he could. But then, she grabbed out her gun out of like the same moves as Finn would do, and shot his tire so he wouldn't escape. As Lightning couldn't rev his engine to get away, he realized he was stuck. There was no chance he can do but just dodge to face his consequences. "What are you going to do to me?" Lightning asked. "Oh, don't worry. We'll have to end this slowly and painless." She grabbed out a chainsaw out of her hood and started beginning to kill Lightning. "No, please don't hurt me. No, no, no!" Lightning said. The car drove towards Lightning, and Lightning closed his eyes. Right before that, it cut to black when I can hear Lightning screaming. But it wasn't a cartoony way. It was like his actor Owen Wilson was feeling an actual stab through his body. Then, it cut on to Lightning's lifeless corpse. His whole body was sliced off. His 95 was slightly rusted. His tires were flattened, and his blinkers were slightly cracked. "Awesome. My mission's complete," she said. "Time to report to my boss." Then she drove off, letting out an evil laugh. Then I cut to the credits. In the background, a music box had played, but it was from our town for the first film played, and it showed many images of what happened to the cars after their fates, such as Finn's blow up pieces, Holly's melted body, Mater's whole dented body in front of the Target building, and Lightning's sliced pieces. Then it cut to a shot saying, animated by Jennifer Rose in 2011. Then it just cut to black. I feel like this is more messed up than I've seen the more one of Kennington's old creations. Then I told Pixar I sold the whole short, and I told them that I hope Jennifer will learn from her mistakes since she's gonna rot in prison more. That night, I slept with my Mater plush to reassure myself that everything would be fine. What would you get when you expect an oddly animator to make a mess about more commercials, especially for more THX trailers and whatever you expect that's more out there? What do you expect? What do you expect?